A note on Fauteuils d'orchestre. The title for the English speaking world being Avenue Montaigne. A very good film with very good cast. Cecile De France is Jessica, the heroine of this multi layered story of fresco of artistic life. A wonderful actress. I've noted a few weeks ago on L'Auberge Espagnole, a fabulous, phenomenal comedy, where Cecile de France is one of the leading lights, and in other films too. She's fresh, charismatic, beautiful, funny, smart, sophisticated, outstanding. Maybe following in the footsteps of goddesses of cinema, like Isabelle Huppert, Catherine Deneuve, Jean Moreau, who has recently died, alas. Um, we also have a series of artists in the film. One is Catherine Verson. She's a star of, of soap operas, but she wants to end with that. And she meets Sidney Pollack, who is Brian Sobieski in the film, an American director, an American director portraying an American director. And indeed, there's a good joke there, because this Catherine Verson meets with Brian Sobieski, and oh, I love so much Taxi Driver. Yeah, I loved it too. Wonderful. Yes, Martin is very good. She was assuming this is the director. She made a mistake, and then it goes on because she she wants to congratulate him. Um, how to win friends and influence people. Well, a classic, and it makes sense. It's common sense to apply flattery. And I love your last film with that actor. What was his name? I mean, she's talking now in French to her colleague because he's with a French woman. Comment s'appelle-t-il? Le, le garçon qui. So she's not really too familiar with the man's work, but anyway. So Jessica is talking in the first scenes with her grandmother, who says, "I always loved luxury, lavishing buildings and clothes, and since I didn't have the money, I couldn't afford to have it. I decided to live in it, which means she applied to work in places like the Ritz, with luxury with it, but as a maid, or in a in a very minor capacity, so to say. And so Jessica is seeking for a job, and she's hired in this bar where so many people come. It's ordinary workers, those cleaning the streets, but what is more interesting, if we're snobbish, or this is just a reality, I don't know, are the artists, because we have this actress coming and we get to know her story more, the jokes involved. There's an art collector, portrayed by a singer, Brasseur. He is at one point talking about Brâncuși, our very own sculptor, and the kiss, and the fact that they're only three, and he has to sell now. He's then in the same bar talking with his son, who's saying, well, this is a pétasse. Ça, c'est une pétasse. Tu penses l'amour, mais ça, c'est un pétasse qui veut seulement ton argent. So he's over 60, but he's having an affair with a much, much younger woman, who the son supposes is after his money, reminding me of the Battre mon corps s'est arrêté, wherein Roman Duris, perhaps the best actor of his generation and one of the best overall, has the same issue with his father, involved with a much younger woman. We also meet a pianist, and we learn about his predicament. He thinks about stopping. He's had enough, and he shares many begin sharing the problems, issues with Jessica, who is talking with all involved. He thinks about stopping his career as a pianist, but he's worried that the agent, who is also his wife, will leave him if he does that. And it is a very, very interesting world that we get familiar with through Jessica. A very good film.